I'm Chris McDonough, a retired homicide detective. I've interviewed thousands of people, from serial killers to ministers. Welcome to the interview room.
We got close. She was like a sister to me. And those kids meant the world to me. Little Summer still does. Even the boys. It just kills me that she's gone. And, you know,
Candus was dirty, unwashed, and she did let her kids run all over and didn't make them mind.
So, and did that strike you?
Yes, and I did not like her.
Okay. And you're a great grandma, so you have that sense on whether you can tell, right? I mean, knowing, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, when were the highs and when were the lows?
We didn't. She had went to Wisconsin over the summertime. She came back just before school started for the kids. And we did family things with my kids and her kids.
Right. And your mom?
Walks and hikes. No, my mom had a falling out with her.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And over time it's just started falling apart.
And how much time do you think it took?
A couple months for me to realize.
And what did you realize?
She was using me.
Okay, describe that for me.
Let's see, I put food in her house to feed her kids and her and her mom. I've had money come up missing, which I never told anyone.
Okay.
And it's pretty obvious where it went because there's only 3 adults in the house at the time. The rest were kids. Kids can't go down in the store because there's not one that's near. That's where to go.
And where did you think the money was going?
I don't know.
What's your gut?
Probably drugs.
Okay. What kind of drugs?
Well, she came out and told me she was a recovering meth addict.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't strike me as having the characteristics of somebody who is obviously under the influence of meth all the time. Sorry? Booze. Does she drink a lot?
Oh yeah, every night at 5:30.
I'm not saying she didn't do meth. Don't misunderstand me, right? I mean, I don't know.
She never did it for me. She always smoked weed.
Okay. Yeah, who doesn't smoke weed today, though, right?
Me.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, oh, yeah. So we got 4 at the table here. Okay.
And she drinks every night.
At least Leslie said she's on.
She drinks a nice sized bottle of R&R.
So, at some point, 3 or 4 months into it, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, your relationship kind of dissolved, but it maintained.
Longer than that.
It was longer than that.
It was the start of the 2nd year.
Yeah. It was about the end of August, early September.
Okay.
And then I really cut ties at the end of September, early October.
In that time, how was she treating the children?
She'd smack them and beat them.
Describe that.
Well, let's see. One time her son wanted a drink. She said no, he threw a fit on the floor, so she went over and wailed his ass.
Is that normal? Would you describe that as a mom, from your mom's position? Would that be out of the norm, or even that raised your eyebrows?
It raised my eyebrows. Like, I don't beat my kids.
Okay. Did you say anything to her?
I said, why'd you hit him for?
Ask her who unplugged the freezer.
Not me.
What hose unplugged? Now we can't have pizza snacks.
Well, plug it back in.
I did.
But in between this, you should ask Leslie. Because Leslie was there before all this.
So you've known Candus longer?
No.
Oh.
No, I met Candus on her birthday. See, me and her worked together.
Okay.
So, I came over for her birthday party. And they had a swimming pool up out back. It's a little swimming pool. And her kids and Candus's kids was playing in the pool. And some of the kids had got out and was eating a snack while we was cooking hamburgers and stuff. And two of her boys was in the pool and they was horse playing. And this really, what she done really got to me.
Okay.
I mean, they're kids, they're going to play in the pool.
Right.
They're going to get rough. You know, they're boys.
Right.
And because they got rough, horse playing in the pool, she made them get out. And back here behind the house, there's a driveway. And she made the two boys get out of the pool, wet, and lay down, stomach down, on blacktop.
It was hot. Really hot.
That left an impression with you.
It left an impression so bad. I looked at her and Allison's mom, Sherry. I said, I do not like this bitch. Straight up. And I told Allison, I said, this swimming pool is going down. I said, those kids did not deserve that. I walked out, picked a swimming pool up, and dumped it. Turned around and walked back in the house. I did not want to be around her the rest of the evening. I didn't, because if I would have been, honestly, I would have went to jail.
Right.
And you want to ask me how I felt about that? That is abuse. Those children could have got seriously burnt.
Right. No, I agree. I agree that if that ground is just unbelievably hot.
And with them being wet.
Right. Yeah, it's just like oil and water and grease. It just
And
fries
it
them
just-
up. How did she react?
She just laughed.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
Her and her mom both just laughed.
Well, that certainly has left an impression on you, Leslie.
Yes, it does. I don't like her. I have nothing for her.
Right.
And I told that one right there when we was at work.
Right.
Every day she was off work, she was at Walmart spending money for them.
Okay.
Every day.
For the children. I know what you mean by for them, for the children, am I right? I mean, helping the kids move forward.
For me, those kids, all they would eat is dollar pizzas.
How did Penny, for your thoughts, Leslie, where are you at?
Honestly, I think Candace done something to her. Because Candace was jealous of that little baby.
Why though? Why would
Because that baby was getting Dawning's attention.
Oh, okay. So it's a pull between dad or the child.
See, and a little
Is
dark,
that right? Is that what you're saying?
and a little dark secret that no one knows. Candace's mom told me this one. When they found out that they were pregnant with Summer, Candace's mom was supposed to adopt Summer
Because she was a girl.
because she was a girl.
Oh,
They
interesting.
wanted she wanted boys. But Donnie,
Wanted a girl,
yeah,
and he got his girl.
Call DCS, call DCS. DCS has been called so many times on this woman, it's not even funny. So what the Facebook people don't realize, there has been people try to step in.
No.
She avoids them.
Sure.
Like
sure.
the plague.
Okay. Okay.
She would see them pull in her driveway, she would lock the door and not let them in.
So they're
I mean, what are
Then
we
they would make
supposed to do?
appointments with them
right. I get it.
to come back and do their house check and, you know, the pee test, and they would avoid them.
So I have a question for you. That day, walk me through what you remember.
I remember her showing up that morning
And what time was that?
about 10, between 10 and 10:30.
All right.
She asked if Hunter could go fishing with her in summer because her mother was in the emergency room because of her knee.
Okay.
Because I guess a couple weeks back, they took her a trip to Gatlinburg and the boys were kicking the grandmother in the knee.
Oh my.
She
No.
didn't have the boys with them that day.
She didn't have any of the boys.
So it
with
was just Summer and
her.
Candace
And then
and Grandma.
Yep.
Was Grandma in the truck as well, or in the vehicle?
Not when they first picked Hunter up, no.
Okay. So she comes
She was
over.
at the hospital.
Okay. So she comes over. What vehicle is she driving?
She was driving her mom's Silverado.
Okay, that's what I remember you saying. That's why I said truck. Okay, so she pulls up, and does she stop where? Right about,
Here.
right out front.
Between the pole and my mailbox
Okay,
to pick Hunter up.
all right.
Came in, she goes, "Can Hunter go fishing with me for a little while?" I said, "Sure."
Did she text you before?
No, she just
She
showed
just
up.
showed up.
Yep.
How did that strike you?
She was always trying to show up and talk to me. She was the first, when me and her stopped talking, she was stopping by my mom's, talking to the kids, talking to my mom, unexpectedly, you know. And, you know, I didn't think anything of it at that time. I'm like, okay, yeah, Hunter can go fishing. He loves Summer to death. That's like his little sister.
They're budge.
Yep. She's like a daughter to me. And, I didn't hear from him for a while. She dropped Hunter off between 2 and 2:30, right where your truck is,
Okay,
but her front end was facing the telephone pole.
so she's going this direction.
Yes.
Okay,
When she dropped Hunter off, it was her mom, Hunter, and Summer. And Summer was leaning against 2 gallons of milk.
okay.
I said, "Oh, look at her." You know, I asked her how Summer was, and she was sleeping.
What side of the back seat was she at? Do you remember?
Hunter was on the driver's side, and Summer was right there next, right there in the middle.
Okay, so it made sense if she's pulling this way that Hunter's going to get out
Yes.
on this side. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, and so she's on the other side or in the middle.
She's in the middle.
Okay,
Like-
Against the milk. Gallons of milk.
Yep, against the 2 gallons of milk.
okay.
And I said, "Oh, look at her." I said, "Isn't she hot?" Like, I said, "I wish I could wake her up and, you know, give her a hug." "No, you can't."
When the windows
And the windows were up.
What did Hunter say? Because he was sitting next to her.
Hunter said she was alive,
Okay.
that they were watching TikTok videos.
Oh, interesting.
wait a minute, when they went into the store,
Yep,
they were
because Hunter has a timeline of where they went and what they did. And they had stopped at the store before they dropped Hunter off. That's where the 2 gallons of milk came from,
Okay.
and the groceries.
So let's go back to the truck share. Summer's on the other side with the milk. Hunter gets out. You ask Hunter, or you talk to
Candace.
Candace about wanting to talk to Summer.
Yep.
What happens?
She said no, I wasn't allowed to wake her up.
Okay, so she's sleeping?
To me, she appeared sleeping.
Okay, did it look like to you she was sleeping?
At the time, yes.
Okay,
But now that I look back on it, I really don't know.
okay, fair enough.
And it just kills me. Because, you know, now that I look back on it, it's like, was she really alive? Was she sleeping?
What's your gut as a mom? I mean, with Hunter coming in and saying, Mom, we were watching TikTok videos. I mean, for her to hurt her between the TikTok video stop and home here with Hunter in the car, that would have been kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I believe she was live here.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, where would you put her being alive?
10
And where would Hunter put her?
out of 10.
Okay.
Because he sat here and he said where exactly what they were doing. She was giggling, watching TikToks and everything. And he said she fell asleep because she was tired. And that was right before they pulled up.
Hard working every day, I'm stressed out 24/7, babe. No timeouts, wish we could fly away. You and I go to our favorite place. Oh yeah, make special memories together. I'll be your company now and forever. I say we fly away, you and me, go to our favorite place. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. I need a summer breeze, some fresh air to put my mind at ease. No cares. You wanna come with me? Me and you go to our favorite tree. Are you ready now? We jump on a plane now. We're taking away. Yeah, we're taking away. Don't hesitate now. We're taking away. Yeah, we're taking away. We'll never come down. We're going